You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Football Ferns have two friendly internationals against Colombia in the week ahead. The first is tomorrow morning at 10 New Zealand time, then on Wednesday at 9 a.m. New Zealand time. Let's bring in defender Marisa Meer, who's part of the squad and hoping for a New Zealand debut. Thanks for chatting to us, Marisa. You were a late call-up to the squad as an injury replacement. So when and how did you find out that you'd been called into the team?
Yeah, so I actually found out while we were in Auckland just over the weekend for our game that we had against Perth. So, we had flown up as a team earlier that week on that Wednesday, and then I got the call up from Yitka on that Friday. So I actually had to, after the game on Saturday night, I had to fly back to Wellington to get my passport and then come back up to fly out. So, yeah, it was all pretty sudden, but, that's how it happened.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because, you would have gone to Auckland fully expecting to play for Wellington, then come back home for the international break, I guess. But, so there was no sense of kind of rush or hurry. You managed to get everything done, got back up and obviously got on the plane okay?
Yeah, no, obviously in the moment I was a bit flustered and a bit stressed, but no, there was nothing to stress about. It was all easy to get back up, so it was okay.
Outstanding. Well, tell us about the first couple of days or three or 4 days in the Ferns camp ahead of these two games. What's it been like being in the New Zealand environment?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been really good to come back and reconnect with some of the girls that I haven't seen in a while. So we've been obviously just eased into it. Had the first day just to relax, and then actually today was the first day that we had training. So yeah.
Have you been given any indication as to your likelihood of involvement in these two games? Has that been talked about yet as to how the two games might play out with the involvement of the entire squad?
Not really. Obviously, just been called in real suddenly, but I think just being part of the team and just obviously helping the team prep, I guess, for these games that they're playing against Colombia, and just playing the role that I can as best as possible, really.
Because, of course, you're in the New Zealand squad for the Olympics, the last Olympic Games. Didn't get the opportunity to get on the grass. Did you feel at any time in Tokyo as though you might get a debut? Were you told to warm up or anything like that?
I think, so over in the Olympics, I was a sub for the first game, I think due to some numbers or something. But actually for those other two games, I was just a reserve. So I was just in the crowd cheering on the team. So, yeah.
So how have you found working with Yitka Klimkova? Is this the first time you've had the opportunity to work with Yitka?
Yes, so this is my first call-in with Yitka. So the last time actually would have been my Olympics call-up. So that would have been the last time I was involved in the Ferns. So, so far it's been Yitka's really lovely and just brought me in and welcomed me and back into the team. So, it's been really good.
Well, the call-up didn't come as any surprise to a lot of people. In fact, I think a lot of people thought you might have been in the original squad, given how well you've been playing for Wellington in the start of this new A-League women's season. How have you enjoyed the start of the A-League season? Because, man, the Phoenix are just flying.
Yeah, it's been really great. I think Paul Temple was just really coming with a great game plan that suited well for the players that we do have. And, I think we're, with each game, we're obviously learning more about how to play with each other and just, learning on how we want to play as a team, I think. And, that game on the weekend was just a great testament to how we've been, what we're wanting to do and how we want to play. So, yeah.
How, I guess, pleasing was it that off the back of a loss to Central Coast and then being 1-0 down against Perth Glory, you had won 4 in a row, you were able to not only peg them back, but get all 3 points as well. But what is that, how much motivation and I guess belief does that give you as a team?
Yeah, I guess it just shows the belief that we do have as a team. It was obviously in that game over the weekend a bit shocking when they did score because, we were obviously having a lot of the possession and playing well. But I think, it didn't really phase us at the time. Obviously, we came into that second half and we just continued to play how we wanted to play. And, from then the goals just came flowing. So that was great. How
have you enjoyed the central defensive partnership with Mackenzie Barry?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, me and Matt get along very well. We've known each other for quite a while. So, we've definitely formed a bit of a partnership in that centre back role. And we live together. So, we're definitely off and on the field, just on and off, just, work well together, I think.
She's in this squad, of course, as is Kate Taylor, Brianna Redwood. So it's almost like the whole gang's there together, the defence set up for Wellington.
Of us. Yeah.
Has it, I mean, for a new player, a relatively new player like you coming in, does it help to have some of your club teammates there?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Obviously, it's nice to have a bit of familiarity, all the girls that I do see usually. So having them here in this environment's great. And as well, luckily I did know quite a few of the other players as well. So it's sort of just been a bit of a reconnection as well again. So it's been great to see them again.
Now, I think you started your footballing journey in Christchurch, didn't you? And played the first part of your senior career down there. How did the move to Melbourne City come about?
Yeah, so I guess that was coming off the back of the Olympics. So we were, I think it was just in lockdown. Yeah, just got in contact with, I think at the time, Rido was the coach, and he just reached out. And yeah, I mean, that was just when that opportunity came up, I was just like so excited. It would have been, it was my first professional team and experience. So that just came about pretty suddenly as well. It came as a shock, but was definitely excited and willing to take that opportunity.
Did you find that a big step up at the time to go from playing domestic football here in New Zealand, albeit at a high level, to going to the A-League Women's for Melbourne City? Because I think you've got about 10 games, didn't you?
Yeah. So I think it was obviously difference. Obviously, just playing football every day and just doing that from like National League in New Zealand. But I think it was a good challenge, and I learnt a lot. And I think it just helps to continue playing in that professional environment. You just learn more and more, and you grow more and more as a player as well.
And into the Phoenix, of course, and as we've already mentioned, this season's been terrific. Is there anything you can put your finger on, Marisa, that has, or one or two things even, that has changed to allow this team to be so successful in the first, month and a half of the season?
Definitely. I think the way we actually, the game plan that we've been set out to play is really just by keeping the ball and controlling the possession. And with that, obviously, helps us to create more attacking options going forward. So the fact that we are able to keep the ball a lot better this season, I think, has helped. And as well, just having players such as Kate in the midfield, having her as like someone who's quite well keeping the ball for us. And as well, we play with our fullbacks more inverted, so that helps us to actually just connect those passes more and able to progress up the field quite well.
Yeah, we heard a lot about Paul Temple's small ball. He mentions it just about every time, and so does every player who gets interviewed from the Phoenix Women about small ball. I guess what that requires of you as a defender is to be comfortable with the ball at your feet and to have a bit of courage rather than just lump it long if the pressure comes on. Are you okay with that sort of game plan, and are you enjoying it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something that I want to keep growing in my game, my imposition. But I think it's, in my role, I'm definitely asked to keep my passes clean and concise, and just as well playing the ball and creating that safe option back for the team if they do need, and then how can I as well play forward to help create attacking opportunities as well.
And just back to these games against Colombia, have you thought about what it might be like to take a step onto the grass as a fully fledged Football Ferns player? Has that kind of flashed into your mind at all? Definitely. It's obviously
been a long-term goal of mine to play for my country. So if I am ever given the opportunity, I would definitely be ready for it and excited to do that as well and step on the field.
Great stuff. Well, I hope you get the opportunity to do that over these next two games. Who have they got you rooming with over there?
I'm actually rooming with Ava. So, we roomed actually together at under 20s World Cup. So it's nice that we can just, see each other again. It's been a while. So, rooming together is great.
Very cool. Well, we're looking very much forward to watching these two games on Sunday morning New Zealand time and then the Wednesday that follows. Thanks for your time, Marisa. All the best. I hope you get a debut.
Thank you, Piney. See you later.
See you later, Marisa. Marisa van der Meer there from the Football Ferns squad.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.